Welcome back. Okay, guys, so, I have not done my cardio yet. It's Sunday. I am working on that, last minute suit that I have to overnight. I'm really close to being done. There's some sewing I've got to do, but I can't do any of that until some of these stones finish, like, setting. This is my liquid vitamin here. If you care to know, God, this looks terrible, but I use Passion for Health. Wow, that looks disgusting. Sorry. Daily liquid multivitamin. But I'm about to switch to Melinda's multivitamin for hair growth. I don't necessarily need hair growth. Don't ask me why I ordered hair growth. Anyway, I have just a tiny bit left in this. I'm also going to take a shot of bone broth. I've been doing that in the mornings just for a little bit of gut health, even though I've already had my first meal. So I've not heard back from Shane or anything like that. I'm not sure when I will. But today I'm just eating it. I am going to be eating a little bit lower carbs. I had my normal breakfast this morning. I'm about to have a little bit of cottage cheese. And then my next meal today is going to be a salad. Because I have a bunch of salad stuff I had bought when I was like, I'm not going to be competing. So I want to have a salad. So I'm going to eat some salad today. And yeah, that's it. I am going to still do cardio. So after I eat this, I'm going to hang out for a minute. I'm going to go put my shoes on. I'm going to do a little 30 minutes, probably on the stair mill or either some sort of functional style training, because starting next Sunday, we are starting back with the high rock stuff. So I thought about kind of doing a little bit of a high rock style thing today, to get myself kind of like in the mode of doing that. But it's just going to be for 30 minutes. I'm not going to do anything else. I did step on the scale this morning and I was 127.6, I think. So I did drop some weight. So last night when I got in, I weighed myself and I was 129.6. So I knew I would wake up around the 127-ish mark. And I feel a lot better about that. I was going back through my pictures and stuff and looking, and man, even though I was more conditioned at Universe, I was still conditioned at Junior Nats, just not as lean, like a smidge. But I was definitely fuller. So anyway, I'm kind of rolling along with my own plan right now because I don't have one from Hughley yet. So I'm just going back to doing the things that I do. Obviously, cottage cheese wasn't on my other plan, but when I was in off season, I bought a bunch of it. So I'm going to use it. And I think he's going to end up giving me macros anyway. So that's fine. Whatever. I can do macros. In the little questionnaire that it asked, I said I didn't care. I was like, I don't really care which one you give me. Like, whichever one's going to get me to my goal the best, that's the one I'll use. So there's an update for now. And once I do this workout, I'll let you guys know what I ended up doing. If I just ended up doing like some HIIT cardio, or if I ended up doing kind of like maybe a mix. Hello, kids. I'm not putting my mic on because I just don't feel like dealing with it right now. It is Monday, and oh my God, I feel so much better. Like, I got sleep last night. I think I slept from like 10 to 6:45, and I cannot tell you the last time I've done that. I've been going to bed at like 10 and waking up at like 3:30, 4:30. So, I feel so much better. Like, I don't feel like my life is falling apart anymore. Also, I've caught up on work and stuff. That suit I was telling you about, she's done. I hate that I'm going to have to send it like this. I do not ship my suits in a Ziploc bag. They are normally packaged up like this, and they look so pretty. They're in a pretty box and all this kind of stuff. But when I brought all this stuff home to work on this suit, I forgot my shipping stuff. So she's just going to get shipped how she gets shipped. So we're heading to UPS first. I'm dropping off Comcast stuff, and I'm overnighting this. Then I've got to stop by the post office and ship that suit, and also pick up a package from Squeeze Me Skinny. I don't know why it didn't get delivered to my apartment. The one I have on now got delivered. By the way, I hate the name Squeeze Me Skinny. But I've started using their waist trainers only because the company that I was using went out of business. So I did use Luxe Curves. I even had a discount code with them. I really loved their waist trainers. They were very good quality. The only thing I didn't really like about them were the hooks. They still had those kind of like little bra hooks, and they could have used some sturdier ones. But they were great. Went out of business though. When they did their going out of business sale, I stocked up on a bunch, but a lot of like my size and length were out. So I got what I could get. So everyone's talked about Squeeze Me Skinny. So I have theirs on now. I have a latex one, and I think this one is like their maximum compression. And it's an extra small, and I just don't feel like it's compressive enough as compared to my Luxe Curves. However, I will say it does seem very good quality, and the hooks on it are like, they are thick metal hooks. So I would recommend this brand. But this one got shipped to me just fine, and then I was like, over the weekend, I was like, man, I'm supposed to have another order. What is it? And it was that one, and it said it was at the post office ready for pickup. That couldn't be delivered. That's the only bad thing about where we moved. Like, none of my shit, like, gets delivered. I even went and got a post office box because I'm like, okay, if I order anything super special, it's going to go to this box. All right, guys, I'm running in here real quick. I will be back. All right, guys, and we're back, and I've got the mic on. So, oops. Here's a little arm update. I really should have wrapped it this morning, but I didn't. Really bruised around through here. A little swollen and stuff. I've been taking VPC 157. I need to take some more today, like some big doses. Heading to the gym. I highly considered training in the apartment gym or just going to Planet Fitness. I just don't, this Planet Fitness here, I just don't have like the motivational vibe when I go in to like do shit. I don't know why. I just don't. They have a good equipment. It's not one of the ones that have been renovated like the one we had in Madison, but I just can't get into it. And I'm doing hip thrusts today, and I didn't want to do dumbbell hip thrusts. Like, I like the hip thrust machines that are at, I like the one at Planet Fitness, and I like the ones that are at Gold's. So I'm just going to Gold's. Even though literally everything I could do today, except for the thrust, I could do at the apartment. But whatever. I got everything taken care of. So the suit is done. It's dropped off. It should be delivered tomorrow at 4:30. That was a great $150 to spend. Let's see. I shipped off 2 other suits that I sold for a lady that's moving from figure to wellness. She should be getting those on like Thursday. I picked up my other Squeeze Me Skinny waist trainer from the post office. They didn't put my apartment number on there. And that's it. So, look, I've not got a plan from Shane yet, which is kind of annoying and frustrating because I contacted him last Sunday. But also, he notes in there it takes 7 to 10 days, but he said he would get on mine ASAP. However, this is on me. 2 days later, I told him I wasn't going to do it. And then 3 days later, I told him I was going to do it. So that's my fault. So he may have started working on it. And then when I said I wasn't doing it, stopped. And then I said I was doing it. He's probably like, that's why I said when I messaged him and said I am going to do it, I was like, you're probably going to be like, what the fuck, you know? So that's on me. However, I've just kind of been rolling right along with my own plan. I'm pretty much back on my same meal plan I was before, and I am doing cardio now though. So like I mentioned, I did kind of like 15 minutes of functional training yesterday, and then 15 minutes on the stair mill on intervals. Not crazy intervals, just rotating from like level 3 to level 4, which on my treadmill is like a level 6 and a level 7. I'm sorry, 5 and 7. So this morning I got up, I drank my coffee for a little bit, and I did the stair mill for 20 minutes. I did 5 minutes steady state. I did 10 minutes of HIIT. And then I did, or I'll just say intervals. It wasn't HIIT. And then I finished off with 5 minutes of steady state. And now I'm heading to the gym to train. Once I get back home, I am going to shower and take the rest of the day to rest and relax. When I say I cannot tell you how much that sleep that I had last night made a difference in my life. It really did. And I really didn't recognize that, you know, my sleep was an issue. I mean, I knew it was an issue, but not to this extent. Also, it does help that I have a lot of stuff behind me. Like I have the state show and all the stress of having suit clients in it and posing clients and my contest prep clients and doing people's hair and makeup and stuff like that. Like, I want to do a good job, and that stresses me out. So that's over with. The next show that I have people competing in is going to be the fit show. I've got 4 contest prep clients in it, 3 fit model, 1 bikini. I have 6 posing clients in it, and I want to say 6 suits. I believe that's right. I am going to be getting a backstage pass for all my ladies so I can be back there with them, make sure everything is on point and that they look good. And that's that. And then, you know, I'll have my show at the end of the month. I already have my Airbnb reserved, which I'm kind of excited about because I got one right on Carson Street. I think that I may be within walking distance to the venue. I don't know how I snagged this one, how it wasn't already taken. Probably because it's a studio. But they do allow pets. Ryan did say he's going to go with me. When we talked Friday night, you know, I was talking to him and, you know, he pretty much said, you know, if you want to do it, do it. And he said, look, but don't ask my opinion on stuff. Like, you have a coach, you need to, like, ask your coach, like all that kind of stuff. I mean, not saying I can't ask his opinion, but he's saying, look, you have a coach, you need to follow what your coach is going to tell you to do. And things are a lot better between us now on that aspect. I do still know that he is probably still hurt in some way. And I totally understand and get that, you know, who, like, he would want he's gonna want to turn me pro because I'm his woman, right? And I get it. So, like, on one aspect, I feel super bad, and on another aspect, I'm like, we just need an outside perspective, and it could be really shitty, right? And it could be great, or it could just be, that's not anything different than what we're already doing. You know what I mean? I just, like I've said before, I just felt like we're missing something, and I just think having an outside perspective will be good. And, you know, he's like, you know, what's it going to look like to my clients? And, like, really, it's not anyone's business, but you can just tell them that, you know, you support me in my decision, and we just want an outside opinion on what we're doing, pretty much, which we could be doing everything right. You know, there could be nothing different. So, you know, once again, it is what it is. I'm excited to see how things are going to go with Shane. I'm very anxious to get this plan and to get started on it. I have no clue what it's going to look like. I don't really know what his coaching style is. I just want to get the plan so I can get things in motion. I kind of feel like I'm in limbo, but again, that's my fault. It's not his fault. It's my fault. Because I was the one that was flip-flopping back and forth. So let me make that very clear. Anyway, this week should be a much more relaxed week for me. Next week, of course, will be hectic again. I will have 4 clients in peak week. I'll have suit clients coming in for alterations and stuff, like if they need any last minute things done. Like, I have some ladies that will literally drop like 8 to 10 pounds in the last week, and then their suit doesn't fit. So anyway, I'll have some of that going on. There's some suit alterations that I have to make. Kimber, one of Ryan's clients, that's also one of my posing clients, I've got to alter a suit for her. She's going to be wearing a different suit at this show. So, yeah. It's going to be a lot. But I think it's going to be a lot less stressful because I'm not doing a bunch of people's hair and makeup. It's local. We'll be able to sleep in our own bed and, you know, travel to the show downtown. It's 15 minutes away, so that will be nice. Like, we don't have to worry about finding someone to watch the dogs and all this kind of stuff. Oh, also, the Airbnb that I got in Pittsburgh, they do allow pets, so I need to message them and say, hey, I might have my pets with me and I might not. I'm not sure yet. They are service animals. Is there anything I need to provide you guys with? So there's that also. But anyway, I digress. I kind of have gotten on a ramble here. So I'm going to go and get this workout done and dusted. I put together this training program myself. I'm not doing the one I was doing with Ryan. I know I've switched up a lot. I've really struggled to find my path with training the past, I'm going to say 6 weeks, honestly. But I have no clue what Shane is going to give me. I don't know what it's all going to look like. So I'm going to flow along this one, and I really like it. It's kind of a mix of glutes, shoulders, and back. And also, I'll be hitting glutes 4 days, shoulders twice, back twice. And then I'll have my 1 day of high rocks, which I start on Sunday. So that's starting this week as well. Yeah. Anyway, guys, that is it. That's where we're at. And I will likely check back in with you guys maybe later on today, possibly tomorrow. All right, guys. I killed that workout. It took me forever, though. It took me like an hour and a half. Mainly because I was playing around on my phone and shit. So that's my fault. It was good, though, man. God, I can't see shit backing out. I had a really great workout. Really, really good. God, this truck parked so fucking close to me. Like I said, man, it's amazing what a good night's sleep will do. Hopefully I do the same tomorrow. I had weird dreams, but I think tonight I'm also going to take a Benadryl and see if I can't sleep another like good 8 hours. So yeah, so I don't have my post-workout with me. I'm heading home. I'm sticking with my protein shake and rice cakes. Like I said, I'm just going back to the same meal plan because I've not heard anything from Hughley yet. So yeah, we'll see and we'll go from there. But today's workout consisted of shoulders and glutes. I did shoulder press, hip thrust, laterals, RDLs, cable rear delts, walking lunges, and front side combo. So everything was 4 sets except for my last 2, the walking lunges and the cables. Those are kind of finisher movements. And I did like 3 sets of 20 on those. So anyway, all in all, a good workout. I am hungry because I'm only running off of 1 meal. So yeah, heading home, gonna eat, gonna shower, gonna spend the rest of the day with Ryan. Hopefully some good like quality time together will kind of simmer things down about, you know, how he's feeling. So anyway, I'll check back in with you guys tomorrow or later or at some point this week.
Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday. I got my plan. Well, I got my nutrition from Shane last night. So he's got me on 6 low days, 1 high. It's I would consider a strict meal plan, but you have options. So I sat down and went through like my options and made out a meal plan for myself based off of that. So I already had all the foods. There was just, I don't want to eat turkey for a lot of my meals, and I usually have turkey. So I got some shrimp and I got some avocado. The only thing is, last time I ate avocado, it upset my stomach. So I don't know if it's going to do it again this time. I guess we'll find out today. Okay, anyway, I got sidetracked. So, 6 low days, 1 high. Again, it's a meal plan with options. So, for example, one of the meals is like 5 ounces of chicken breast, or you can sub lean ground turkey, cod, tilapia, shrimp, and then for fats, it was either like almonds, nut butter, avocado. On like a higher day, carbs are like 100 grams of rice or 25 grams of carbs from sourdough bread. He put bread, tortilla, whatever, but I do sourdough. 4 ounces potatoes, stuff like that. So I went through my low day and kind of made my meal plan, and went through my high day and made my meal plan. So there's going to be no more fruits, no more yogurt. I'll switch that out with shrimp. My fats, pretty much the same fats except for the avocado. My meal number 1 will pretty much stay. It's going to be 2 eggs, a half a scoop of protein powder, the sourdough, I need to measure it out to 56 grams. So I get 25 grams of carbs. And then my last meal will pretty much stay the same with the exception of the protein powder. So I'll be doing 4 egg whites, 1 whole egg, and then peanut butter. I am going to use 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter and kind of make a pancake. I'm going to ask him about that. I'm also going to ask him if I can use cream of rice, because I'd like to have cream of rice post-workout. So we'll see. I may do rice cakes, like, if I'm traveling or whatever. But anyway, he asked me about training. So he said he would get back to me today on training and stuff. I did tell him I was doing a set plan. I could send it to him if he wanted. And that I had just started doing cardio as of Sunday, 20 minutes of kind of intervals. So there's that also. So we're waiting to hear back about that. If I hear back today, I will let you guys know.
What's up, guys? Obviously, I'm doing cardio. Man, what a morning. I hustled to downtown Nashville. Dude, the traffic here has gotten ridiculous. I'll be honest, if I could pick my business up and move it somewhere else, I would. So, dude, I waited for like 2 hours. I guess the patient she had before me was taking forever. But anyway, doesn't matter now. This was gonna cost much more than what I was expecting. I was expecting, like, I don't know, $6,000, maybe 8 at the most. It's gonna be like almost 11. Like 10.5. But we're gonna do it anyway. I have the surgery scheduled for September 18th, which is a Thursday. That way I can work the first part of that week and take the second half to do the surgery and recover, and so I go back to work on Wednesday. So there's that. Yeah. It's been a lot of appointments for me here lately to get shit fixed on myself. I still have to make the appointment for my tooth. They want me to have a mammogram before I do this, so I'm going to go in and have a mammogram next Wednesday. Hopefully I'll be done in time because I'm supposed to be getting these out on Wednesday also. Man, it's a lot. So, anyway. What else? Yeah, so I have still not heard back from Shane on training or cardio, so I'm just flying by the seat of my pants right now. I'm going to text him today and be like, can you tell me how much cardio you want me doing? And, like, when do you want me to check in? So, anyway. Again, if I don't hear anything back by the, like, end of the week or beginning of next week, that's when I'll be like, okay, man, come on. Because I know it was at USA's, and then, again, my fault on my end of flip-flopping back and forth, doing the show, not doing the show, doing the show. So there's that. So, anyway. But following the plan, I'm moving right along with it, and that's where we're at right now, guys. I have a client starting up at 1:45, and I should finish at 6 o'clock. So, yeah. 6:15 at the latest. But finally back to a normal schedule, at least for the next 3 weeks, until I end up working over for North Americans. And then I'll be normal until I end up working over for my surgery. So there's that. Anyway, that's a quick update for you on this Wednesday. Hello guys, it is, oh God, what day is it? It's Thursday. And 11:24, I'm heading to the studio. I'm supposed to have a FaceTime client at 11, but she rescheduled, so there's that. Jeez, dude. People around here just are idiots. So I'm heading in now, a little bit later. I've been up since like, I don't know, 5:30. I keep having the weirdest dreams. Like, dreams about my clients that are just weird. Anyway, I've been sleeping, but it's not like it's been the best sleep, right? Like, it's been, because of these dreams, it's just been weird. And I've been waking up at like 5 needing to pee, and then can't go back to sleep, so I just go ahead and get up. What else? I checked in with Shane this morning. He wants me checking in Mondays and Thursdays. My weight this morning was 128.8. A little bit heavier than I have been being. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's the change in food. Whatever. I thought my check-ins looked good. I'll post a video in here. I did get feedback from Sandy, finally, from Masters. I didn't stay for feedback. I don't know that I said this. I didn't stay for feedback. I was going to stay for feedback. But then when I twisted my ankle, I was standing in line, and the line was so long. And the longer I stood, the more and more my ankle like started hurting and swelling. And I was like, I'm not doing this. So she responded back. She said, more glutes. I feel like that's the generic response for everyone. She did say, though, she thought I might have been overarching in my back pose, which was flattening my glutes out a bit. So I guess I'll try to work on that some. Also, I haven't heard back from Shane yet. I don't suspect anything will change. He did say cardio 5 days a week, 20 minutes, which I've done more than that this week. Like, there's been some days where I've done 20, some where I've done 30. Like, yesterday was just cardio only, and I did 30 minutes. But that was before he told me how much cardio he wanted me to do. He's not changed anything with my training thus far, so I'm going to suspect he may keep it the same. Maybe he'll change it after this check-in. I don't know. We'll just see what his feedback is and go from there. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. I'm I gotta head to the studio, train. I need to work on a black figure suit for one of my clients for Night of Champions. And then what I'm gonna do, I also need to work on red bikini bottoms. My friend Vanya, you guys know who Vanya is if you're in the bikini world. She's your Arnold champ, your 2024 Arnold champ. Or 2025. Yeah. She won the Arnold this year. So, anyway, she's sponsored by Toxic, but if she has any clients needing a last minute suit, she'll usually send them my way. So I've got one of her clients coming in on Friday. She was looking for a red or a blue suit, but I sent her the suits that I had in stock that she could rent from. And I have another red suit. I figure she may likely go with it, but I still need to finish this red suit. So if you guys watch my past videos, this is the suit where I had to redo the top for the lady. So I had this red top that was done and no bottoms. So I have bottoms to go with it now. I'm going to redo the bottoms, and I'll either offer it to her to rent or I'm going to post it for sale. So, yeah. Dude, why do people always try to race me? Like, they'll be going 30 miles an hour, and then I'll come up on them and they want to speed up. So I'm going to try to redo that. A little arm update. She's still bruised. I mean, the bruising is pretty bad. I'm still being very careful and cautious. I'm putting arnica on every day. So next week's going to be pretty hectic. Monday, I have to go to Elevated Med Spa for my nose checkup and to see if she wants to do anything else to it. I'm going to see if she'll put a little bit more right here. That way we're kind of even on both sides, which she had said she may need to do that anyway. Then Tuesday, I have something Tuesday. Tuesday morning, I'm getting the crown put on my tooth at 7:30 a.m. So that'll be fun. That's going to be like a 2-hour process from what they said. I do plan on training. It's probably going to suck, but it is what it is. Then Wednesday morning, because my plastic surgeon for my implants wants me to get a mammogram, I'm going Wednesday morning for a mammogram, and immediately after that, I've got to go get these sutures taken out. So there's all that. It's just a lot. Yeah, it's just a lot. That's all I can say. I don't know. Anyway, that's where we're at so far. I've got a pretty slammed afternoon with clients. It's not too packed, but I do have clients pretty steadily from 2 to probably about 6:15. I did get the brakes and stuff done on my car yesterday, so that's fixed. So, God, just so much back to back to back. Anyway, I am back to doing my vacuums consistently, and wearing my waist trainer consistently. So I don't have it on yet. After I finish training, I'm going to put it on. I would normally wake up and immediately put it on, but since I had check-ins, I didn't want the marks on my stomach from check-ins. So there's that. Anyway, I think that's it, guys. Anyway, I really hope you guys are doing well wherever you are in the world. I am going to get here and get to work, and I will either check back in with you guys a little bit later on if something happens, or if I feel like I need to chit chat, or I'll check in with you tomorrow. Happy Friday. I'm going to fill up my drink. I've got to do some quick work on the butt of a red suit, and then I've got to train. So, I did my check-ins with Shane yesterday. I heard back from him later on yesterday afternoon. He said, looking good, asked me how I was feeling, and then sent me an email with an update to my cardio and training. Cardio is just 5 days a week, 20 minutes, either fasted or post-workout. I've done it pretty much fasted this week, except for yesterday, which I did post-workout. And I've already done 5 days. I don't have cardio today. And I've got my first back to High Rocks workout Sunday. So there's that. But I have to train today. Before I train, I am working on the butt of this red suit because I've got someone coming at 2 o'clock that may be renting it. So I need to get this butt done real quick. There's not much I have to do to it. Just kind of the outline, and then, geez, that's hard. Kind of the outline, and then just scatter some stones on, and she'll be done. Damn, I just bent that. Goodness, this is difficult. Anything new to update you guys on? Oh, the women's recovery house that I'm working on with my business partner Sam. I've got to sit down probably Saturday afternoon or Sunday when I finish the High Rocks workout and figure out what I have to do to finish filing all the paperwork for it. So we officially have a business. However, I have to file the 1023 for the nonprofit, and file stuff with the Secretary of State. So, I gotta figure out what I gotta do for that. Well, that's pretty much filled. But yeah, she's still pushing. She wants to try to open it again as soon as possible. And I'm like, yo, look, I have a lot going on. I'm trying my best here to do like what I need to do on my end, but you're gonna have to bear with me because I'm a busy girl right now. She's busy also. Like, she has another corporate job in Atlanta, so she's back and forth between here and Georgia, which I think is like a 3.5-4 hour drive for her. But anyway, she was in town yesterday. We chatted for a little bit. And yeah, she just wants me to focus on trying to get whatever we need to get done for the nonprofit first so we can get going on that. But I mean, if I'm going to have to file with the Secretary of State for the nonprofit, I also need to file the for-profit also. So it's a lot. It's a lot. So anyway, there's a quick update for you guys. My makeup looks really good today. I'm pretty happy with how I did this. What's up, guys? Welcome back. It is Saturday morning, like 8:20ish. I am getting gas. I'm heading downtown to Samaritan to teach my yoga class that I have not taught in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks now. It's hard to do on Saturdays with my schedule right now. We've been able to change some days, and then with my last minute like changes to like doing some stuff on Saturdays, I've just not been able to make it happen. Right back. Hold on. Okay. You may hear my GPS in the background because you can't go anywhere in Nashville these days without GPSing it because there's so much traffic everywhere. So really no new updates since yesterday, guys. I'm starting the new training on Monday. I also check in again on Monday. I can't remember if I mentioned this. I think I did. I'm checking in Mondays and Thursdays. So I'm going to do that. And so far, so good. No big issues. Weight has kind of dropped a little bit. I was 128 this morning before going to the bathroom. So that tells me I'm probably 127 and a half. Let's see. I did not do cardio yesterday. I just did my training. And I do have the High Rocks starting tomorrow, which I think he may have forgotten that because I put that on my form when I first started and emailed. But I'll mention that again to him Monday when I send my check-in. In 1,000 feet, turn left. So that's that. Like I mentioned, I am going to teach my yoga class this morning. Man, I've just... Turn left to I-65. Okay, I got it, Waze. I've just been so busy. I've not been able to devote as much time to this class as I normally do. Like, I'm normally pretty consistent with it unless something happens. But I always let them know, you know, going into a competition season, hey, my schedule's about to get crazy. I may be missing, or if you can't work with my schedule, like, or if you can work with my schedule, like, I can make this work, right? So I've gone sometimes on Tuesdays, sometimes on Wednesdays. And I may just ask, like, hey, can we just make it a set Wednesday that I go? Because Saturday is hard. I think the reason that they want me to come on Saturdays, though, is because usually on Saturdays, it's kind of a relaxed day. They don't really have that much going on. So they like for me to come. I wish that I didn't have 10 a.m. clients because I would do it at 10 a.m. and then start with clients at 11. But a lot of my Saturday people like to get in and out early so they can, you know, go on with their weekend, right? Anyway, so there's that, guys. All in all, no real changes, no real issues. Let me kind of give you a breakdown of my food because it has changed from like Ryan to Shane, but it's not like it's that huge of a difference. The main thing that's the difference is the dairy was cut out and the fruit was cut out. Other than that, that's pretty much it. So my meal one is my same meal one. So I have my sourdough and eggs, and a half a scoop of protein powder. My meal two, if I'm working out earlier, is 1.5 scoops of protein, 2 rice cakes, plain rice cakes. Meal three, which would be my post-workout, is shrimp and potatoes. I was doing turkey and potatoes, and turkey's still in here. So my next meal is turkey, avocado, and then a green vegetable. So I've been doing lettuce, but I'm likely going to switch that up this coming week. Lettuce just goes bad too quickly. Like, I need something that I don't have to shop for like every couple of days. And then my last meal is egg whites with peanut butter. So I pretty much have 4 egg whites, 1 whole egg, and a tablespoon of peanut butter. And that's pretty much it. So that's my low day. On my high day, it's the same except there's carbs in every single meal. So pretty much carbs at meal 1, carbs pre and post workout, and then no carbs at my last 2 meals. And then the high carb day is just having carbs at those last 2 meals. There's really no difference. And then my rest days for my low days are the same. Like, I don't cut carbs out or anything like that. We just keep everything as is. Cardio is 5 days a week at 20 minutes, and I have my high rocks day in there, which that's the one that I think that he missed. So I am going to remind him about that when I do my check-in on Monday and say, hey, just wanted to make sure you didn't miss the fact. In my initial email, I said I did do 1 high rocks workout a week. That's usually about 45 minutes of like functional and HIIT training. So it's a mix of cardio and functional style movements. Anyway, that's that. And that's pretty much it, guys. For today, the birthday brunch that I was going to for my posing client Alyssa got canceled. She's got something going on, so I'm heading down to got it. I'm heading down to do the yoga class. I'm heading back to the studio. I just have 2 clients. And then I'm heading to Ryan Carter to get my hair done. While I'm in the chair with Ryan, oh my gosh, while I'm in the chair with Ryan, I've got client plans I need to work on and update. So I'm going to do that. And then when I get back home, I'm going to, I need this lane. I am going to sit down on my computer and look and try to file with the Secretary of State and the 1023 for our businesses and the nonprofit. So, there we go. God bless. So, boy, Nancy Navigator is on it today. So, anyway, that is where we're at, guys. That's what's transpiring today. No real fancy anything. Like I said, I will throw my check-in video in here, and that's pretty much it. New workouts start next week. He just sent those to me on Thursday, and I only had 1 day left in the training plan that I was doing, so I just went ahead and did it, right? That's me working out 5 days, and then I'm doing my high rocks tomorrow. So, anyway, that's it, guys. I will check back in with you later. If not, this may be the end of this video. So, I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are in the world. Be a good person. Don't be an asshole, and I will catch you later. All right, guys, I just had to get on here. Is this on? Every time I'm like, is this on? I had to get on here and just show you my hair. So, I just got it retouched up. Everything looks good. I'm trying to grow my hair out. If I would have never gotten it cut last year, this one would have been an issue. But anyway, here we go. Hair is done. I love it. Color looks good. It should blend with my extensions really well. Oh, by the way, my extensions that I'm using for this show, they're going to have a little bit more dimension in it. I've been doing kind of like this ashy blonde color. It's really like a pale blonde. And everything's been blending fine. But I feel like I need more dimension on stage. So I got one that was kind of a mix of like a beach blonde and a dark blonde. And I think that's going to give me the dimension that I'm looking for. I am so hungry today. Let me just say that. I can't wait to get home to eat my next meal. And I've not trained today or done anything like that. So I'm very hungry. So yeah, I'm gonna head home. The dogs have been home all day. I was not expecting that to take that long. But Ryan and I, not my Ryan, my hairdresser Ryan, we hadn't seen each other since like March. And the last time I had my hair done, I had to have it done by a friend just because of my work schedule and travel and stuff like that. And I couldn't get to Ryan on a Saturday. And he mainly only sees clients on Saturdays. So anyway, we chit-chatted and we were talking a lot. So it took extra long this time. But anyway, I'm going to get home, let the dogs out. I'm going to eat. I've got to do some work for our nonprofit that we have the paperwork for. I need to file with the Secretary of State, which I believe I can do online. I think I told you guys this, and I need to file the 1023. So I'm going to try to look up all the stuff for it. I worked on client plans while Ryan and I were talking, and this morning while I had some extra time. So I got the majority of my client plans done. There's still some people I need to check in with, but other than that, we're good to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and close this video out here. Yeah, guys, that's it. So we're rolling in on what now?